welcome to another Flick and the Bozman show. That song had a longer intro than I expected, but I believe that was William Joel, was it not?
And the Affordables.
And the Affordables, yes. We have a special guest today, and that's the guest that 2 weeks ago easily defeated the Bozman in the Beat the Boz contest, and last week tied him, so that was good enough to be invited back, as Boz did not defeat Tim. And Tim, welcome.
Thank you, Boz.
You both did a fairly competent job of going 3-2 last week, so good work.
I think we matched on every pick last week, right, Tim?
Yes, it was going to be hard. It was going to be hard to get your title back if you matched on all 5 picks. But he didn't know that going in, so he honestly made his selections. And you guys don't know what games I've selected this week for you to pick. And remember, this is absolutely no spread involved and no other implications. Just random games. Well, not random. I tried to pick interesting ones, but we're going to pick 5 games, and the guest gets to decide who's going first in game 1. And we'll alternate on who's making their pick first. So, Tim, as the champ, you going first in game 1 or letting the Boz go first?
I will go second.
You will go second. That's a solid strategy. I like that strategy. And game 1 is a matchup of a team that is 2-1 visiting a team that's 0-3, and that's the Titans at the Jets.
Really?
Really?
I almost don't know what to say about this one. It's the Titans. The Titans will win. The Titans will win. I'm gonna say handily.
Who will be the Titans' leading receiver?
I will give you this. Well, I still think Julio's going to play.
What? I think he's officially out.
That's not what I read just a few minutes ago. Maybe if he's out, then it's hurt his chances to lead the team in receiving.
Okay.
But I will tell you this: Travis Henry has more touchdowns than the entire Jets team.
I'm oddly not offended by that.
No, that's all I'm going with.
I was going to select the Jet game or the Giant game, and I figured you'd have more fun making fun of me as a Jet fan picking this one.
Well, yeah, there's that.
All right, so you're going. I have to write this down for the archives. You're going with the Titans. Tim, are you going to stick with your strategy of picking exactly what Dave does, or you going out on a limb here?
I did a lot of analysis on this game.
A lot.
And I determined that the Jets stink. So I'm taking
that is inappropriate. It's accurate.
You know what I thought of the fourth quarter last week?
No, I do not.
Of the Jet game? I do not either, because I was taking a walk. Even I could not get through the fourth quarter of the Jet game. I said 23-0, and I said it might take them 14 quarters to score anything, so I thought 23 was out of reach.
I think you're right there. That's a good estimate.
You're both warmed up now. You've both taken the Titans. It seems smart to me, even though I'm a Jet fan. All right. Here's how I can twist it. Will they be in the game in the fourth quarter?
The Jets? No.
Yes.
I don't see it.
We have a solid no. All right. I had to ask for some reason. All right. Game number 2, and Tim goes first on this one. It is the 3-0, yes, 3-0 Panthers at the 2-1 Cowboys.
Ooh, this is a good game.
Oh, you see, you doubted me. I came up with it. I didn't do the NFL schedule. I just picked the games here.
Dallas has been playing really well as they thump the Eagles on.
Was that from the deep analysis?
Yes.
Okay.
And Carolina's been playing well too. I wonder now without McCaffrey, that's going to give him a little bit of trouble. And former Jet Sam Darnold is 3-0 this year.
Oh, now you can't help it. Rub it in a little bit.
I'm gonna take Dak and the boys at home.
You're gonna take Dak. He's going with the Cowboys, and you've left the Bozman an opportunity here to perhaps go against you.
I am not going to take that opportunity. I am also going to take the Cowboys. And I too have been impressed with how the Cowboys have been playing. I'm still not a big believer in Carolina, even though I think they seem to have a pretty good coach. I will say this stupid stat that I picked up from that ESPN
This is
stupid stat
real deep
category.
analysis. Yes,
This is
okay.
the deep analysis. No Carolina quarterback has ever thrown for 300 yards in a game 3 straight times. How about that for a stupid stat?
Cam never did it when he was MVP.
I was trying to think, who would you have thought did it? I don't
Steve
know.
Burloin led the league in passing.
Yeah, that's one. Steady Steve.
Steady Steve. That was definitely not his nickname.
It was one I could come up with in 2 seconds.
Like Courteous Cliff.
Yes.
He probably made it up himself.
So I'm writing this down. Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? All right. So far, Titans Cowboys. If you at home or in your car or at your school or wherever are listening along and saying these guys are imbeciles and they don't know how to pick games, and you think you can do better, you think you can beat the Boz, you can email us at flickboz@gmail.com, or you could just simply hit us up. Is that what the kids say? I think I ask this every week, but you can tweet us, reply to a Twitter post, or just answer on the YouTube site. So with no further ado, that was plenty of ado. Game 3, and Dave, you're up first on this one, and that's a battle of 3-0 teams as the Arizona Cardinals visit the LA Rams.
This is also definitely one of the best games of the week, if not the best game of the week. I like the Carolina-Dallas game. This one's very intriguing as well. As I said last time, I've been burned more than a few times with Kyler Murray last year, not last week. But he's definitely been playing at a very high level. The offense, the defense has been very good as well, much better than last year. However, I have these 2 stupid stats that are both going to lean towards me picking the Rams. One, the Rams are 8-0 against Arizona under McVay as coach. And this is not directly related to Arizona, but I just thought this was a cool stat. They are 40-0 when leading at half, the second longest streak in NFL history.
40-0 and leading at half.
Yes.
That's some deep analysis. That's
I don't know how that's necessarily well. I'm not saying they're going to be leading at the half.
I don't know they're going to be leading it.
I don't know if it's necessarily true, but I'm not going to do the research to check either, which you may be counting on.
Nor do I know who had the longest streak. I can't tell you that.
No, I wanted to know when was the last time they blew a halftime lead.
40 games ago.
I don't have that either.
40 games.
Thank you. That's an expert analysis.
That's what you get. That's what you get from the 2-week champion. Tim, what are you going to do with this game?
Oh, the Boz is giving me an opening, and I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to take a shot with Kyler to say that I think he will win the quarterback play over Matthew Stafford this weekend, and I will take Arizona to win the game.
Going with Arizona. And this is something we rarely do, but being the champ for 2 weeks in a row, yes, you have to go first on game 4, but I'm going to let you pick your game, meaning do you want your Steelers involved or not?
No.
No. because deep down he doesn't want to pick against them, but he knows they're going to lose. That's my theory, at least, on what our champ
theory.
That's close to the truth, yes.
That's close to the truth. So instead, I had a backup game ready, and that's your favorite team, the Ravens, at 2-1, traveling to Denver, who's 3-0.
3-0 Denver. But, Denver's gotten 3-0 off some really...
I'm looking at it as I wrote it down, thinking I made some sort of mistake. That doesn't seem right, but
yeah, I mean,
what it says.
Teddy Bridgewater is the Battle of Louisville, right? With Bridgewater and Jackson.
That'll bring the eyes to the sets.
Teddy's been playing really well, and their defense has been playing well. But again, they've gone up against
The
I
Jets,
know
yeah.
Jacksonville and the Jets. I'm not sure who the other one was, but certainly not the best offenses.
That would be the Giants.
Oh, and the Giants. Oh, boy. 3 terrible teams. All right,
Just
there you
hey,
go.
hey.
You convinced me, Boz. I'm taking Baltimore. I'm a little worried that Lamar's banged up, but I'm taking Baltimore off their miracle win last week. I'm going to take them to use that momentum.
You don't think they should have converted a 66-yard field goal?
The thing bounced up in the air. That was so cool.
How many times does it bounce up in the air and then go forward? I didn't even understand. I don't understand the gravity or the Newton's fourth law of field goals or anything like that.
Now, I don't know if this is really Bridgewater's nickname, but I think it should be. Does anybody call him Teddy KGB? It feels like that should be his nickname.
No, I don't believe they do. Another a movie reference. I think I
Yeah,
ruled them out for this week.
one that you shouldn't watch. Uh, it is so as Tim has said, he's been playing really well. I'll give you these two numbers that indicate how well he's been playing. He's second in the league in completion percentage at 76.8%.
What if that was one of my trivia questions?
And eighth, who's second in the league in trivia in completion?
All right, it
That would
was.
be pretty trivial. And he's eighth in the league in yards per attempt at 8.7 yards every time he throws the football. Those are pretty good combinations. And as I said, I like him a lot. I liked him in Louisville. I liked him coming out of Louisville. And I like him in this game. I'm going to pick Denver.
Going with Denver. And if the Boz man doesn't think I have an irrelevant quarterback stat in the trivia, he is incorrect. But
and I'm going to just add one thing. I don't think that Tucker is going to kick a 67-yard field goal.
It's in Denver.
Yeah, the air is thin.
I understand. I'm not saying he wouldn't make it if they put him out there. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to kick one.
They jinxed him so much before his first attempt of the day, which was just a mere 46-yarder or something, and he missed it. So I was shocked at that. All right, so officially after 4 games, if I have any of these wrong, let me know. After 4 games, the Bosman has selected the Titans, Cowboys, Rams, and Broncos, and Tim also took the Titans and also took the Cowboys, but you've disagreed on the last 2 as the champ has taken the Cards and the Ravens.
You got it.
Sounds right to me.
Sounds right to me. I've lost all track, but I think Dave goes first here with the finale, and that is, of course, your 2-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at, who are they playing?
Who are they playing this week? I forget. I haven't heard anything about this.
You haven't heard anything about this game? Snuck up on you?
Snuck up on me. At New England.
Them. Yes.
I was kind of amused because my stupid stat source had 2 other homecomings that you weren't in games that you opted to have us pick. Kevin Stefanski is going home with the Cleveland Browns to Minnesota to play the team that he spent the last 13 years with, and Jacoby Brissett is facing his former team as well.
That's not
good. He tries to lead the Dolphins to victory against the Colts.
That's no.
Nevertheless, I think the only way that New England wins this game, and I'm not ruling this out, is if Belichick puts a bounty on his former best player.
Oh, yay. We don't go there.
That is, I put about a 37% chance on that happening. But I think Brady wins this one easy. The stupid stat of the day is that he needs 68 yards to take over the all-time lead in yards passing for his career.
Will they give him big hugs like the Mets did with Michael Conforto?
I don't think there'll be any hugs involved until after the game, and then maybe not even then if there's the aforementioned bounty.
Okay. So you're going with the Bucs here?
Yes, sir.
All right. What are you going to do, Tim?
Well, I think it's only appropriate that he break that record at Foxborough. So,
yes, indeed.
I am going to agree with the Boz and say Tampa wins big. Pour it on. They're not going to let up at all. Tampa by 20.
That could be a good strategy with two games different. If you tie again, I'll have to look deep in the archives to see who wins under that situation. But
Like the Ryder Cup. Yeah.
you're both going with the Bucks.
Take it to the committee if it goes there.
Take it to the committee. I'll find something in the appendices. Appendix? I don't know. Appendixes?
Appendices, yeah.
Why do I pick words I can't plural? Pluralize? All right. So enough of those selections. We're going on to trivia time.
Trivia time. Trivia time.
Where's our trivia time theme music? Oh no,
That was it.
Oh,
I just gave it to you.
You singing it was it?
That was it.
All right. And you can help each other out, or you can make different guesses, or I don't care really. You just got to somehow come up with some answers. And if you've listened to previous episodes of the Flick and the Bozman show, which I'm sure you have, you know, when I do the trivia, I often go with this date in history. And I've done that again with October 1st, 1903.
Oh, wow.
The first ever World Series game was played. Who was the losing pitcher of that game?
I'm going to say Cy Young.
Cy Young.
I'm pretty sure the Red Sox were involved, and I'm pretty sure he was their best pitcher. So if they lost the series, which I'm pretty sure they did, I think the Giants beat them.
Going with Cy Young. You don't have to agree or disagree. You can say whatever you want, Tim.
I like the Boz's analysis. I don't know of any pitchers that were active in 1903 except for Cy Young. So I'm going to say Cy Young.
Cy Young. You're both.
Or as my dad says, the winner of the Cy Young Award.
Always. He was an annual winner. And now for question 2, which is, of course, the irrelevant quarterback stat, but luckily not the same one the Bozman came up with. As of October the 1st, 2021, who is the NFL leader in completed 40-plus yard passes?
I thought you would ask some stupid question about who's leading the league in something, but this isn't one that I looked up. I actually did some research for just this purpose, and I didn't get it.
Aha!
All right.
And I'm too lazy to have questions on standby, so you got what I picked.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go with the only answer that I can think of, which is the answer to the question I looked up, which is not this question. I'm going to go with Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. You didn't ask him for any help.
He can, I'm happy to take a stab at things, but go for it.
I was really impressed with Derek Carr. He had some throws in overtime that were really good.
He had some beautiful passes, period. Yeah.
I didn't realize how good he is. He is really good.
He seems really comfortable for some reason. Maybe he's getting more time or understands the offense. Not that I think their offense is that complicated. Run deep and I'll throw to you, but
hey, is that a hint?
It's a hint.
I'm gonna guess. Trying to think. Matthew Stafford.
You're going with Stafford.
All right.
You got 2 very reasonable guesses, and those out there listening, if you think one of those is right, you can let us know, or you can go with the third choice if you'd like to. And I know how many of our listeners are big golf fans, so I got a golf question here. If you were watching the Ryder Cup that was going up against some football this past weekend, what U.S. player went 5-0-0? Didn't have any losses, didn't have any ties in the Ryder Cup this year.
Was that last weekend?
Yeah, I believe it was. Yes, the 2020 Ryder Cup was last weekend.
By the way, I think you probably do know exactly how many of our listeners are golf fans.
I'm
going out on a limb.
I could ask them, but hey, we have 16 subscribers. We have at least one person email me every week. I have no idea who it is, so that's good.
All right. Tim,
we had somebody this week try to answer the trivia and gave me 5 absolutely gibberish answers, which is weird because there are 6 questions.
All right. Tim, if you can't tell, I have no idea who the answer is. If you have one, I am All ears.
I have the answer, and I am very confident that that was Dustin Johnson.
He's very confident.
All right. I'm gonna just for the sake of saying it, of saying his name, I'm gonna say Bubba. I don't know. Was he not even on the team?
He was not on the team. No.
All right, that's gonna hurt his chances then. But I
Bubba
like
Watson,
him.
a Ryder Cup star in 1982. You're going with him?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm saying your guess may be a little dated, but okay.
I hear you.
Anyhow,
That's not going to dissuade me from
from picking him. Okay.
Bubba.
And we talked about the made field goal of 66 yards, but I want to know what kicker has the longest field goal attempt in league history? Oh, they're scrambling now.
That's crickets.
It's not when Jacksonville ran back for a touchdown last week.
Well, that was a poor effort. Poor effort on the tackling there. Get him out of bounds. Do something.
All right. In the spirit of Bubba Watson, I'm going to say Jan Stenerud.
Jan Stenerud.
Yeah, that's also my way of saying I have no idea.
And I am going to say Martin Gramatica.
Oh, a Gramatica.
That's a reasonable guess. He may well.
That may be too well a guess. I'll give you credit for any Gramatica. If the answer ends with Gramatica, you get full credit.
Thank you.
Credit. I've explained this concept at least once or twice on the show. Do you know what a Scorigami is in the NFL? It's a score that has never happened before in NFL history.
Already.
So if you take the wacky scores that end up in the 50s or 3-2 or something like that, perhaps that score has never happened before. And there were 11 Scorigamis last year. I was making fun to somebody. The Jets' first game of the year was something like, 1914? Their loss to Carolina, but that score had happened once before. So what I do want to know is how many Scorigamis have there been so far this year?
You're saying there was only one 1914 game in the whole history of the NFL?
Before the Jets game, yes.
That's a little surprising to me.
And it featured who? The New York... Oh, no, the Rochester... What the heck was it?
Oh, that was
the Rochester Rail Splitters or something like that. It was a ridiculous name that I had never heard before. But yes, that was the only 1940. Tim, just for reference, the Steelers lost their playoff game last year, right?
Yes, to the Browns. Yes.
What was the score?
If I remember, in the first quarter, they were down 1,000,000 so it was probably something like $1 million.
I think it was something like 56-48 or something along those lines. That was a Scorigami, a score that had never happened before.
By the way, it's the Rochester Jeffersons. The Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons.
Moving on up. I'm going to say 3.
3. There have been 3 so far.
Wheezy plays quarterback, I think.
There you go.
Exactly. Not much mobility out of that Wheezy. I'm sorry to any... Who was that? Isabel Sanford, or was that?
I couldn't tell you. I don't have that one.
Good times. Oh, that's a different show. Tim, your guess as to how many there have been this season? 3. You're staying.
3.
You're going with 3.
That
all
is
right. And I know the Boz is a big Leo DeRocher fan, right, Boz?
Of course, Leo the Lip.
Leo the Lip. He was in baseball for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, for 45 years.
Wow.
But he hung him up on this date in 1973. What team was he managing at the time?
That would be the same team. It's the only team to have 2 MVPs that didn't make the one player win MVP twice for a team that didn't make the playoffs before the wild card era. And that's your Chicago Cubs.
He seems confident, Tim.
He does.
He was the manager in '69, so I'm going out on a limb that says he didn't get fired from that and get rehired and then get fired again.
I will go with the
3
Cubs
years.
as well. Then.
You're going with the Cubs. The more confident the Bosman sounds, he's usually wrong. But that's just after 43 episodes, I'm picking up a trend there. So you're going with the Cubs. You're going with the Cubs. You also went. There have been 3 unique scores so far this year. You went with Jan Stenerud as
Yes.
the longest field goal attempt. You went with Bubba Watson as the U.S. player who is 5-0-0. You went with any Carr brother is fine for the leader in 40-plus yard completed passes. And you went with Cy Young as the losing pitcher in the first ever World Series game. Tim agreed with you on many of those. He went with Grammatica as the field goal attempt. Dustin Johnson as the golfer that was 5-0-0. And you agreed on 3 weird scores and the Cubs. So agreed on some, disagreed on some, but that's what makes it fun.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff, Phil. Good stuff.
Anything else you need to talk about in the final minute or two, NFL related or otherwise?
I'm going to give you one bit of hope here after this weekend.
Ooh.
For the Jets.
Oh.
Your upcoming schedule includes
London.
Atlanta.
We can beat London in football.
Atlanta in London.
No.
Cincinnati at home.
Yeah.
Indianapolis. Miami twice. Houston. And Jacksonville. I think there's some wins in there.
Aren't these teams looking at the Jets on their schedule and going, well, that's a win?
I'm not saying they're going to win all those games. I'm saying there are some wins in there.
Yeah, we'd mess up a top pick anyway, so I want to get some wins. Yeah. It is depressing. But maybe I'll watch a fourth quarter this week. It can happen.
With the Jets? No, not this week.
Well, I didn't say that. You're adding that in. But,
that's what I'm asking. If you're going to watch the Tampa game, that could be interesting.
Well, it's a bad sign when it's week 4 and both the Jets and Giants are scheduled at 1 o'clock. That's telling you it's going to be a long season around here. And I'm not moving to Buffalo, and I'm not watching Eagle games. So, oh boy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long October. But anyway, Tim, I hope you're back next week. You bring a lot to the show. But I also hope the Bosman somehow beats you. But I don't know how both things are possible. But thanks for being here today for sure. And look forward to seeing the results and enjoy the football on Sunday.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, we'll give you 1 minute to explain the tennis you're about to play next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
give these guys a shout out. I don't know. They may be listeners.
I'm heading out to Oklahoma City for the national championships at the 4-0 level, 40 and over. So
nice.
I'm excited about that. So we'll play against, the USTA breaks up the country into 16 different regions, and we won our region. So we'll play against the 15 other best teams in the country at our level. And it's a great group of guys, and it should be a lot of fun. And I think we have a chance to win. So I'm real excited about it.
And
that's awesome.
You have a career record against me of about 98-2, but none of those losses in the last 20 years. So I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
And the entire team. So good luck with that.
I will let you guys know how it goes.
You better let all the listeners know. All right, I'm trying to play the closing song, and we'll get the heck out of here. And everyone, have a great weekend.